So you've just talked about, how you integrated a culture in a business that you acquired. Tell us a bit about ProtectCELL, and there you started. So
Yeah.
were all of your, kind of the values and the way that you see the business world, was that evident from day one at ProtectCELL, or is that something that you kind of grew and learned as you went?
Well, I think anybody who tells you it went exactly as the business plan goes is an absolute liar. The first day you get punched in the nose, as they say, that the game plan changes. I had a good idea. I was also fortunate to have a business partner who is almost the exact opposite of me. Not super warm and fuzzy. Half a year of university in Windsor, a self-made guy, a very high-level thinker, and a constant learner. Right? That's the thing we share together, is we're constantly learning. So Rob Emery's his name, comes from the cellular industry, which can be a little cutthroat, if not a lot cutthroat. He had learned to make decisions quick, build process, get it going. Wasn't that good, I would say, about the soft side of the people skills. And I definitely didn't have his business acumen in terms of what it would take, being fully integrated top to bottom. And he just had a vision for that. So we outlined it and we built it. But quite frankly, we started with me, Rob, and Jennifer Roberts was our third employee. We grew to 125 employees, 125 million in revenue, doing business all over the globe. And we kind of did that, where Rob worked on the inner guts of our business, and I certainly learned a lot from him. And I worked on the softer side of our business, using EOS as well, which I'd used in a lot of my other businesses, entrepreneurial operating system, which builds a system on process and check-in with people, right? We have weekly, monthly check-ins, quarterly building, and then annual planning. And that helps with the soft side. And I think we were able to put those two together and really have an impactful place. And what came out of that culture was, I remember we had an inflection point. We just turned 5 million in revenue, which was kind of selling the program in Rob's 30 stores and maybe about another 50 or 100. We got to 6,000 locations. For us, we needed to decide what we were going to do next in marketing. And this is probably near and dear to your guys' hearts. Insurance had, again, do you have abundance thinking or do you have scarcity thinking? Scarcity thinking says insurance has always been sold a certain way. And by the way, it's one of the most profitable commodities in the world and has been forever, right? Go back into the medieval times, it's been around. Some called it extortion at the time, but it's been insurance. The reality is with insurance, how does it work? You sell out of fear. Why do they call it extortion? Because you're extorting something from someone they don't want to give. That's out of fear, right? Out of duress. When you buy home insurance or car insurance, most likely it's the fear of something happening. We took a different approach, and you kind of tipped this in the beginning, Michael, that we wanted to say, rather than sell you on fear, the fear of losing your phone, which by the way is one of the top 3 anxiety creators in people's lives, death, divorce, and believe it or not, the loss of a phone, right? That moment of anxiety. You can add in, what if my house burned down, or, safety of my children. There are other things that can be subbed in, but typically in the top 3, you take someone's phone away, the amount of anxiety they feel in that first 30 seconds is similar to those other thoughts. So we knew we could tap into that if we wanted to. Or we could say, we want you to buy ProtectCELL because we think it is such a great value in what it protects for you that you wouldn't be without it. Now, I know words matter, so it's just a little nuance change, but your phone is a commodity and a device. We can get you a new one in 24 hours, so really don't worry about it. The reality is, what are you worried about? Your phone numbers, your text, your pictures, because at the time there was no iCloud. People were, putting chips in and out of their phones, and if you lost that phone, you lost the 100 or 200 or 300 pictures, whatever the capacity was, and the texts and the emails. I mean, you had to rebuild your life on that device. So we said, look, let us protect all of that. Let us give you that as the value, that we were the first backup service to do that as part of the program. So it wasn't called ProtectCELL cell phone insurance. It was ProtectCELL membership. You're belonging to a club of people that were protecting your digital identity, basically. Not like LifeLock, even though they were one of our partners. It was this suite of things that were connected to your phone. Single-handedly, we went from 5 million to 25 million, I think, within 13 months. We made the Inc. 200 at the time. We just couldn't almost stop growth even if we mucked it up, which we did a lot along the way. That mantra from us and how it permeated into our marketing, you can imagine a call center full of people that were talking about delivering value instead of mitigating claims. One of our tenets was we never denied a claim. If you said you lost or your phone was stolen, I didn't send you down to the 26th precinct in Detroit to get a police report. I mean, that literally would happen with our competitor Asurion. If you're at a Tigers game, your car got broken into because you left your phone in the car, you'd have to go down and get a police report at the 26th precinct. What do you think the chances are of going to Detroit Police Department and asking for a police report on a broken window for a cell phone? They got bigger, better things to do. It ain't happening. So your claim got denied. You're buying a new phone. We said, look, if you said it was stolen or it was broken, send us the broken device because we can do something with that. We can refurb it or we can recycle it. But if it was stolen, our guess is you don't want a secondary phone unless something really happened. Did people cheat the system? Of course. But for the 96% that weren't, we had the highest customer service rating, JD Power every year that we were in the program. Awards, the Sloan Business Award. We got tons of awards just for doing what we're doing. So sorry, again, long answer to that. But it all started with that, at the end, we were making our culture, part of who we were, part of the product. We weren't different. We weren't different in the call center than we were in marketing, right? And oftentimes you see that, hey, we're warm and fuzzy, but the call center is told to not do that. There's a disconnect. Something's going to have to give.